everybody. It is Orthodox Easter. Happy Easter to everybody that is celebrating, especially the owners of our radio station, John and Margot Getzimatidis, who are proud members of the Greek Orthodox Church, and our neighbors, Greg and Allison, up the block, who are Greek Orthodox. But happy Easter to everybody that's celebrating Orthodox Easter today. And for those of us that are not Orthodox Christians, today also happens to be Cinco de Mayo, which is, everyone thinks it's Mexican Independence Day. It's really not. It's a commemoration of the victory of the Mexican army at the Battle of Puebla, if memory serves. And this is one of those holidays, which is a much bigger holiday in the United States than it is in Mexico. I'm curious if anybody, I put this out there on my Facebook page earlier, but if anyone wants to comment and name another holiday that's a much bigger deal in America than it is in the country of origin of that ethnicity. A couple of people mentioned St. Patrick's Day. I think that's certainly true. But I think the same can be said for a lot of other purported ethnic holidays as well. Thank you to the folks that are watching this. Janae and Natalie, I have not heard from her in a while, but Janae and Natalie checking in, saying good morning. Good morning to you, Janae. Thank you for waking up with us and checking in. For those of you that are watching this, all 6 of you, please be so good as to share, like, and comment. That'll help this video come up in more people's feeds. And it looks like it's going to rain today. Oh, the great Jerry Goldman checking in, off to an early start today. Jerry, thank you very much. Looking forward to seeing you on July 4th. But Jerry was kind enough to invite me over to his house for Independence Day. What I was telling my wife and our neighbors, who Jerry also knows, is that there used to be a fellow who used to go to Jerry's on Independence Day, and he used to bring this cheesecake, which was so delectable and so incredible that you had to cut the cheesecake with dental floss. And I'm not sure if the cheesecake is going to be featured this year, so that will affect our attendance this year, whether or not that cheesecake is there. I was telling my son about that. He's only 2. And I was telling him that you have to cut the cheesecake with dental floss. Now, he's used to dental floss. We just started flossing with him, but he's only used to the little picks, the dental flossers. So he was trying to figure out how you can cut cheesecake with those little dental flossers. And I didn't do a good job explaining it to him, I must say. Ahmad checking in. Hey, Frank. Hey, yourself. Hey, right back at you. So whatever you're doing today, whether it's Orthodox Easter and you're celebrating with a big lamb dish or spanakopita or any of this Greek food, or whether you're celebrating Cinco de Mayo with some guacamole and some nacho supreme and some tequila and margaritas, whatever you're doing, I am hopeful that you have a fun day today and you don't let the rain get you down, because it is going to rain. You know, they canceled the flea market. My Uncle Steve is a big collector. He spent his whole life assembling this massive collection of stuff. And now that he's getting married, he's in the midst of unloading this massive collection of stuff. So he was going to go to the flea market today. And he asked if he could borrow a table that I have to sell some of his stuff. And I just got the call from him a little while ago that they have canceled today's flea market because of the anticipated rain, which, I mean, I feel bad for him and for everybody that was looking forward to going to the flea market. I was actually maybe looking forward to checking it out as well, because they do have some good stuff there. But the big winner is actually me, because I don't have to go into the basement and move all sorts of stuff to get the table that he wanted, which I happily would have done, but I'm happy not to do it. All right, just an update on the cheesecake situation. Jerry says Joel actually baked those cheesecakes that he brought. Don't know if he will be baking this year. Yeah, Jerry, let us know when you get the word on Joel's cheesecake. We'll see where that goes. All right, so hopefully, we were thinking of taking Carmine to the indoor playground today, because we usually on a Sunday that's nice, we'll go over to the outdoor playground at our local schoolyard, which is a lot of fun. But if it's raining, we can't really do that. So there's this indoor playground that we may take him to, which is not bad. It's about $25 for a couple of hours free play, but he loves it. He really enjoys it. And we may end up going there. We'll see. Now, I am supposed to have dinner tonight with, Sunday dinner, late lunch, early dinner with Barry Farber's daughters. Love Barry Farber. Do I have one of Barry's books handy? I should have had it handy. I can't find it now. A lot of other good books here. Well, I'm not seeing that one. Okay. Do I have it handy? No, not handy. See, this is the problem with the way my book collection is organized or the way it's not organized. All right, no big deal. So I'm supposed to have dinner or a Sunday dinner, a late lunch, early dinner with Barry's daughters today, because today I believe is Barry's birthday. They've been putting up a lot of fun clips on his YouTube page. Just search Barry Farber, and I don't know that they were aware. I think they're both coming from Manhattan. I don't know that they were aware that today was the 5 borough bike tour and that there were all these street closures coming from Manhattan. So I think we may have to reschedule. We'll see. The ball's kind of in their court, but it's kind of win-win either way, because if they are able to make it, and they were coming out here to Staten Island, which I was excited about, if they are able to make it, then I get to see them. But if they're not able to make it, then I get the afternoon free and can work on the show, which I had not had much of a chance to do. And there's a lot in the news. You see in the New York Post, shocking. I can't believe it. They're covering these protests again. What a shock. That's the New York Post. And in the New York Daily News, what do we got here? Let's see. I like to guess the headline sometimes. A political blue line. Critics say NYPD brass are taking over the top stands on campus protests. Yeah, I was surprised at how far out there John Chell went in saying to vote for different people. But look, I mean, I don't know. I understand what people are saying, but I also understand where he's coming from, and that these are deeply held political beliefs that he has. And he views folks like Councilmember Tiffany Caban and others who are as pushing an agenda that are anathema to what he thinks are in the best interest of New Yorkers and the police department. So I sort of see both sides of that. All right. Hey, congratulations to Mystic Dan, the horse that won the Kentucky Derby yesterday. I did watch the Kentucky Derby. It was exciting. And congratulations to the Knicks and Rangers fans. They are having the best playoff season that they've had in quite some time. I don't even really follow hockey or the NBA too closely, but it's an exciting time for both of them. I want to remind everybody, this Tuesday, I am going to be doing an exclusive interview with my friend Jeffrey Lichtman. That's a picture of us from 8 years ago. Boy, have I developed a lot of gray hair since then. So I'm going to be doing an exclusive interview with Jeffrey Lichtman this Tuesday at 1:30. That is only going to be for subscribers. So if you want to subscribe, it's 99 cents a month. It is the best investment you can make. You can just go to facebook.com/become supporter/Morano fan, or if you're watching this video on Facebook, you can just go to under the comments box, then scroll to the bottom and click the subscribe button. So if you're watching this on Facebook now, that's Brandon with that handy dandy information. So that's that. 99 cents a month. And so what we're going to do is going to be a live interview on Facebook, but you'll be able to watch and actually ask questions. So it's more like an electronic town hall meeting. That's kind of fun. And then we're going to the plan is to do the same thing on Wednesday with Paul Manafort. And again, that is only for subscribers. So it's 99 cents a month. What do you have to lose? All right. Cynthia Romeo again checking in, saying the great looks great, though. The gray looks great. Thank you. Boy, I can see why her husband Ralph is always speaking so fondly of her on the radio, because she's quite a charmer, in addition to being quite a looker. All right. If anybody has questions in the comments, my wife actually went out to get bagels, and they should be home in about 5 minutes. So we got about 5 minutes here. If you have questions, I'll do my best to try and answer them. For those of you that are watching, please share, please like, please try and get other folks to watch. Those of you that are on Facebook, please subscribe. And if you can't subscribe, please be so good as to send us stars. We were out on Long Island yesterday for my co-sister-in-law's baby shower. It's a Jack and Jill baby shower. So it was a lot of fun to see everybody. And then we hung out and saw some other family out on Long Island yesterday as well. Afterwards, we didn't get home until late. We didn't get home until about midnight. I felt bad for my wife because Carmine and I were sleeping in the car. I offered to drive, but she did not want to drive. So she drove all the way back herself, all the way from Eastern Long Island, which was a hike. So it was fun to see everybody, but it's just a long drive. Whenever we make that drive, either going there or going back, and we happen to hit a lot of traffic going out there, my wife always says to me, "Oh, remind me that we're not coming out here for a long time again." But that you have that feeling for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, 2 months, and then it's okay. I miss everybody. We have to find an occasion to go out and see everybody again. All right. So if anybody has questions, feel free to comment. All those of you that are watching, please feel free to, share this. Going to do that interview with Jeffrey Lichtman for subscribers only. I may make that available on the YouTube a few days later. It won't be live. If you haven't done so, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel at Morano Vision. That's Morano Vision. I have not yet had occasion to formulate tonight's show because we were out on Long Island yesterday, and Friday we had something as well. So I'm going to be working on that. A good portion of today, especially if it's raining and we're stuck indoors. We did start watching that Jerry Seinfeld movie, Unfrosted, on Netflix. I will give my review of that film on the radio tonight. We are going to be doing a segment. This is technically tomorrow morning. We are going to be doing a segment about veteran homelessness. Oh, you got bagels! Oh, look at this bagel boy! What color bagel is that?
Blue.
Red and blue?
Yeah, and colorful.
Is that for Cinco de Mayo or is that for Orthodox Easter?
It's for me.
That's for you. Wave to hello to everybody.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. Let's see who's watching. We got Jerry Goldman watching. He invited us over July 4th. We got Cynthia Romeo watching. Her husband is an actor. And, oh, boy, it's a hot bagel. Wow, we better get inside. Jim Fulton saying happy Cinco de Mayo. Jeffrey Dunn. Oh, you remember your friend Jeffrey Dunn? He sent you stars one time, remember? Yeah, say hi, Jeffrey Dunn. Hi, Jeffrey Dunn. Douglas Matthews asks, if Trump's elected president is also convicted of the crimes from the Manhattan courthouse, can he pardon himself? No. That's a good question and a common question, but no, he can't. Because that would be a state crime that he's convicted of, and he only has the power to pardon himself of federal crimes. But I think it's very unlikely. No, yeah, well, I'm talking to the folks on social media to try and drum up interest in what we're doing, and then I'm going to join you for bagel in just a minute. I think it's very unlikely that he would get prison time in that case. So that's that. All right. Those of you that watch this later, please share it. Those of you that are on Facebook, please be so good as to subscribe for 99 cents a month. That will then allow you to watch my video with Jeffrey Lichtman. Yes. Well, it's got about 10 more minutes if you want to watch it. We can watch Ummi if you want. He likes Tommy the Dragon. We call it Ummi. Those of you that do listen to the show, consider joining the Facebook group. You can just go on Facebook and search Morano Radio Fans and Haters. That's Morano Radio Fans and Haters. And I'll try and come up with some interesting subjects tonight and to tomorrow morning that you will find interesting. Even if you can't, we're on every day, by the way, from 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. Even if you can't stay up from 1 a.m. to 5 a.m., if you have a smartphone, just download the 77 WABC app, 77 WABC. It's a vintage throwback shirt. And set your alarm on the app to automatically start playing the show at 1 a.m. Or if you have an Alexa or a smart speaker, just have the show start streaming at 1 a.m. Still looking for that Barry Farber book. Let me see. He's not around now. Okay. Because if you can do that, it makes us look better internally. It makes it look like a lot of people are streaming the show, which is one of the key metrics that they go by. So even if you're not actually awake, if you could show that you're live listening at that time, it helps us a great deal. So you could just set your Alexa speaker or just set the 77 WABC app as an alarm reminder to do so. Okay. Anything else? Anything else anybody has? I hope that answered your question, Douglas Matthews. He cannot pardon himself of state crimes, but there's no guarantee that he would get prison time in that state case either. And if he does get sentenced to prison time, I think they can certainly lay that off. First of all, it would have to be upheld on appeal, but then they can lay that off until after his term as president. But to your point, we're sort of in unprecedented territory. All right. I'm going to go have bagels with this young man and with my loving wife. Stay dry today, everybody. Happy Easter to everyone that is celebrating Easter today. Happy Cinco de Mayo to everyone that is celebrating Cinco de Mayo. To those of you that got your plans, what's this guy looking? He's walking his dog. For anybody that got their plans ruined today for the the flea market, I hope you get to do something else. Cynthia says, Ralph says, I see they're in such great shape they would never even eat a bagel, the Romeos. For everybody else, please share this, please send stars, please subscribe, and I'll be back on the radio at 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. Sunday night into Monday. I'll see you. Oh, so what I was going to say is we are going to do a segment on veteran homelessness. That's the one thing I do have planned for tomorrow, along with commendations. Other than that, we're sort of open at the moment. We'll see. All right. I'll see you on the radio.